The Great Resignation. All of the people leaving AAA games. Unfortunately, quite a few of them are leaving for other industries. It seems you can make quite a bit more money in tech, maybe some more money in fintech, the likes of that. But some are in fact leaving to do games companies. And I actually think that this is potentially the start of an incredible time. Because what we've seen in a lot of these AAA companies is the horrible infiltration of monetization practices and the like getting in the way of design. And even we've seen massive, large-scale corporate dysfunction seemingly just totally mess up games. It's been a pretty rough time. But from things being shitty, from some death, comes new life. And today we've got a story that I found to be quite captivating. The sort of story that actually gives me a bit of hope for the future in gaming. Because Nightingale is a Victorian-era survival craft-em-up that's from a bunch of ex-Bioware developers. And you know what? They can make great games over at Bioware. Seems like a lot of things have meant that they haven't. But now this is all looking quite interesting. So Nightingale was a little overlooked. We wanted to call it out because I think it's an interesting story, and frankly it looks like an interesting and kind of cozy game. It's from Inflection Games. They're a Canadian studio. It's their debut title. It's a shared world survival crafting game set within a rich Victorian gas lamp fantasy setting. Players are stranded in the Fey realms and must find a way back to Nightingale, the last haven of humanity, where combat and exploration feeds into a robust crafting system that will see players build everything from gadgets to settlements to farms. I mean, hey, I'm pretty intrigued. I was doing a few of those things in Valheim and I had a wonderful time. Oh, it's being led by Aaron Flynn. Interesting. You see, Aaron Flynn previously spent 17 years at BioWare. He was, in fact, the general manager by the time that he left in 2017. That was to make way for a returning Casey Hudson. Now, he went on to join Inflection Games, which had recently basically rebranded from being called Improbable Canada. And since he joined in 2017, Inflection has become like quite a who's who of pretty famous people from BioWare, and that's pretty big to us. Because, at least in the office here, a lot of us are, we've been very big into the BioWare games in the past. So, since he joined in 2017, things have happened. The studio has amassed over 100 developers since 2017, with experience across Mass Effect, Dragon Age, Star Wars, and Knights of the Old Republic. What's that? Oh, that's talent leaving EA. That's people who are sucked up by the big dysfunctional machine going to do something cool and new. Probably taking with them all the lessons they learnt from why modern BioWare had so many struggles. Now, this announcement trailer features a lot of pre-alpha footage, but I think it did a pretty damn good job of setting the scene, catching my interest. It totally did that. I enjoyed we enjoyed the enemy design. Basically, I just think the game looks fucking cool, okay? And it's nice that this is coming out from, you could say, sort of the ashes of BioWare. Recently in a story, I talked about Ubisoft, and their 12% staff turnover rate. Activision Blizzard and their 16% attrition rate. And in a way, that's a bad thing for Activision Blizzard. But it means more of this. And I think that's actually a good thing for me and you. It may not be in the franchise we already know that we like, but it could be in the next big thing that we're really, really going to like. That's going to have that fresh creative energy. I think whenever a game is made in this context, people leaving a company, starting a new thing, I just think there's a special zest, a special zeal that does lead to great things. Now, this is set to enter early access in 2022, with closed testing beginning in the coming months, with sign-ups being on their site. I mean, certainly between, the trailer, screenshots, and the like, I just think it's a really captivating setting. The art direction is appealing to me. I like the use of color. Just generally speaking, man, it's thumbs up. It is thumbs up indeed. Now, this talent exodus is something to talk about. There's a case I even know some of the developers who are a part of this exodus. As I said before, I know Chris Galecki is the CEO of Notorious Studios, who came out of Blizzard. I've had a few calls with Chris. Hopefully we'll work together in the future on some things. It's all pretty cool, right? And I just get a sense between them, Frost Giants, that they are, and even talking to them, they are full of all of that zest and that passion for games that we have. And to my sense, it's like they've been cut free. You know, they've been cut free, they have some freedom, they can go and do the cool thing they've always wanted to do. And that's just great for the consumer. It just might take us, you know, a few delayed AAA games because of attrition, and then a few more years for development till we finally see the good of this. But this is the seeds of 5 or 10 years next big studios. And of course, we know about the Dreamhaven studios of Moonshot and Secret Door. We know of the likes of Notorious and Frost Giant and Lightforge, all of that. But EA have their own. There's That's No Moon, Never Forget Games, Possibility Space, Skydance New Media, Timber Games, and others. Isn't this not incredible? That we have so much, like, reinvigoration, so much regrowth happening in the industry? These are all studios that sprang up in the last little while that are veteran staff from EA and across the industry. Now, of course, we've got Inflection. So we just wanted to do this video to say, hey everyone, there might be a lot of doom and gloom, but one thing you'll notice in the doom and gloom of so many of the videos that, you know, us and our contemporaries in YouTube do, is that it is Activision Blizzard, it's Ubisoft, maybe it's Take-Two. I mean, it can't be really a lot of these companies because they haven't actually shipped their games yet. Absolutely, I get that. But the thing to not lose sight on is that while all these bad things are happening, there is fresh growth. And that's just cause to be excited. And I wanted to talk about that because I think as much as we cover the news that is very newsworthy and bad often, we have to remember that good things are also happening. They maybe just don't make as much noise. So that's it for today's video. A happy note to end things on. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.